Alright. So the last draft that we did that wasn't streamed, we picked the Proud Wild Bonder. We had two of these guys and we never got to cast it. Yay, RNG. Clearly it's Umari the Collector, right? I've drafted Umari before. Sometimes you don't need to cast the 4/5, and then sometimes you just win because you have a 4/5. Heartless Act is also another high-end pick. Land, JKing. Well, we're going to go with Umari. We might not pick... we may not do the companion, but we'll at least go ahead and pick that. Evolving Wilds. It's way too early for that. I do like that Porcuparrot. I like me some Mutate. Clash of the Titans is pretty good, but if we're going to go with our companion, it would be Porcuparrot. Also, Volcapete is one of my favorite commons here in the set. Man, so many good choices. The Blue-Red Flyer? I don't know. But I have to cast non-creature cards for that one to be good. We're just going to go ahead and pick this uncommon and hope you forgive me. Well, the Almighty Brushwagg is a good choice here. It's better than every Elder Dragon in the set if you're watching Magic's polls. It's probably even better than all of those dragons combined, even though some of them aren't dragons. I am having fun. You're here and we're talking. I also like to win because this costs gems. We want to get our money back at least. So going 4 and 3 is the minimum goal of having fun. I have done a draft where I've picked 3 Sanctuary Lockdowns. We didn't win that draft. We're going to go with the Great Horn to stay in secret. Ooh. I do like me some Volcapete. The Hornbash Mentor is pretty good. 3/3 for 3 body. Nothing to scoff at. We're going to have plenty of non-humans to put them on. I'll let you guys pick this one for me. Hornbash Mentor or Volcapete? Keep in mind the colors that we're playing so far. Oh, come on guys. Mentor. Mentor? What's Mentor? Oh, the trample guy. Yeah, we should have went with the trample guy. Alright, Majestic Unicorn. We have some free gems in the land in Dotha. Or the always sad Mothra's Great Cocoon. And then Essence Symbiote seems to go to take some games away from me when I'm playing. I'm kind of leaning towards the Unicorn or the Essence Symbiote. Having a 2-drop to be able to mutate on might be beneficial. Man, 4 life. I know you know I want it. Alright, let's go with another Great Horn just because. So, Cloud Piercer for Reach, or Mosscoke Goric. You decide. Do I want reach and a 5/4 body or a 2/4 vigilance? I'm gonna go with reach. Cycle flyer. A cycle flyer or momentum rumbler. It's on color. It's looking like we're green red right now. That one. Yeah. Double strike. But it's not a creature. I want to do the thing. This back is bad. Green black land. Wilds or the other land? I think both of you are right. I'm liking this. She was red green though. Let's go with evolving wilds. Yep. I agree. This is terrible. We're gonna go with a creature even if we don't cast it. That Volcapete's looking sad, being the white card. Take the gremlin. Plenty of vigilance creatures to go around. Grab land. Ooh, ha ha ha! Man, this pack is amazing. Look at all these good cards I'm only going to get to take one of. Mothra is really good, but there's a third Great Horn. No, it's clearly Mothra, but just take a minute to look at all these awesome cards. Specifically Mothra and the other Mutate cards, and maybe the lands. I have had a deck with 3 of these in it, with this enchantment, which caused concessions when I put them together. I know I'm still picking Mothra. Well, yeah, I do, but clearly that's the right call. Another companion. So, Wild Bonder might be pretty good. None of our guys have Trample yet. Another Symbiote would be nice. Frostlinks is even good. But what does this card do? Vigilance. Dinosaur, Beast, Elemental, Nightmare. Beast. Dinosaur, Beast. Oh yeah, we're taking this guy. Trample or Menace for a 4/3 for 4. I think that's our best bet in this one. Now, this guy would normally be good, but if we're not playing creatures, then... Or if we're only playing creatures. My cup runneth over with Godzilla cards. So this is actually kind of a tough choice on my end. I never get this one, the Huntmaster Liger, to pay off very well. When I'm playing, it might give my team +1/+1. It normally just doesn't do too much. Then again, every card I have with the Symbiote, I like the Symbiote. Ooh, the spider is so good. Ooh, I've lost many games to them having this one card. Whenever it mutates, it gets 2 counters. Mix that with the Cocoon, the Symbiote, or Volcapete, and it's just ridiculously big. Please and thank you. Greater Sandworm is a good choice here. It's an in-game card, but I also like the Great Cocoon. It feels like a throwaway pick if I take it, but I did say I wanted to have fun. Okay, so I know you guys are watching for some high-level draft, but for me, I don't own this rare. I want this rare. I'm gonna take it. I need it for a deck that I'm putting together. Man. Just take the Mutate guy. I'm always stuck between playing humans or playing Mutate cards. It's never a good in-between for me. Oh. I don't think we're going to need the land. I am going to go ahead and take the Cocoon though, just that way we have it. What are these cards? Alright, on the pack 3. We have either 20 gems or not a lot of anything else. We could take the Blossoming Sands here to help fix our mana. That way we can make sure we get to play our white cards, all 4 of them. I can also just take the Triumph that plays red and white instead of green, and it's free gems. They both come into play tapped, so... What is this? Trample. Whenever one or more creatures you control with Trample deal combat damage, make a dude, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt to that player. If I had some more of those excavation moles, this card would be insane. Another Porkia Parrot. Alright, we're just taking what is considered the bomb. Yes, I should have taken both the Trample guys, but the almighty Brushwagg has Trample. Least you forget. Also, we already have one of these Thai gorillas, and they can gain Trample. So, there are a couple of them. We don't have the rare. I don't know if we're really filling in slots with creatures. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and take the gorilla. How many creatures do we have? Well, I guess they'd almost all be creatures if we're playing this deck. So probably around 26 creatures. More than we can actually play with. Take the land. Can we fit this guy in? Can we do 4-color mutate? It's either that or the creature that gains vigilance or reach. Which is probably just going to be this one. Instead of trying to fit another color into the deck. Taking the officer. Oh yeah. have a lot of 4-drops in this deck. No black cards. Well, thanks. Don't forget to click the little like button or the heart. That way you get notifications next time I jump on. We'll see you later. $60 gems. All the wasted rare wild cards. I'll take it. Alright, the fun part now. Making our deck. So we have our companion, Umari the Collector. All of our creatures cost 1 less. And then everything in our deck has to be a creature or whatever the chosen type is. In this case, the creature deck. Mothra, All-Star. 2 Great Horns. Let's go ahead and get all of our mutate cards in the deck and see what we're looking at from there. All of our mutate cards meant just the ones I like to click on. And then here we are. I mean, we need to play red. We have that 6/6 for 5 mana that has a decent ability. And then we have the gorillas that gain trample. Cat Ape also gets pumped by our Kahira, the Orphan Guard. Porky Parrot, at least 1 Cloud Piercer, 2 gorillas, our 5-drop here. We still have another 8 slots left. I mean, these are certainly all easy fills. I'm wondering if I want to make sure whatever I add in the deck, either A, has trample, or B, it gets pumped by this other companion. I think we'll throw the Cycler in. It's really going to come down to whether or not the Office. Oh yeah, can't forget that one non-human. This guy's really never going to do much, so we're not going to play him unless we have to. But it is worth mentioning it's a 1/1 body that we can mutate on. But I don't think we have anything that has mutate of 2. And it doesn't get any bonuses from the Orphan Guard. Thinking about some of these main servals, since they have vigilance and a big butt. Five more. put 2 severals in. Go ahead and put the last Cloud Piercer. The almighty Brushwagg. Thank you, chat. I'll show them who's boss. And now we're down for our last pick. So it looks like we are a green, red, white deck. I guess it's just mostly green, red at this point. So we can put a 5-drop in there to block some flyers. We do have a few that can already on ours, or in our deck. The Recluse, Volcapede, the Broodmoth, and the Cloud Piercers. I don't know if I need any more lower drop creatures. I do already have 8 creatures that cost 2 or less. So I'm kind of thinking I don't need the Gremlin. It's either going to be the Bristling Boar or the Gareth. And of course neither of them get pumped by the other companion. I think having the ability to choose is worth putting it in the deck versus the pseudo evasion. Alright, well, we got 23 cards. I think all of them are worth playing. It's kind of hard for me to pick what would be the least good. We're talking about the Adaptive Shimmerer, the 3/3 flash. Now, would you play the Adaptive Shimmerer over the Flycatcher? Or maybe the second? Yeah, okay. I didn't read it had flying either, but it does kind of look like it from the perspective of the bug. So we're definitely red-green. There's no reason to have black. Red-white, and those 20 gems that we needed in Evolving Wilds. So now what is considered the most difficult part for myself is trying to figure out what mana I need to use for all of these different colors. So not including this multicolored card, but including our companion, there are, well, not including the companion yet, there are 4 white cards, so probably at least want to have 5 planes. Because there's that many mana symbols of that color. And as far as green is concerned, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 of those. And 6 red cards. So there's as many plains as there are mountains. I do need white sooner than I need red. I'm a little concerned about it, but I think it'll be okay. I could see cutting 1 forest to add another plains. But I'm not worried about this companion, and I'm not worried about the one that we're running with. I think this will be right. We had all the opportunity to splash, we just didn't get any really good out-of-color cards with our Great Horns, also known as Rampant Growth. So, I think this makes our deck. Chat, any changes? I think we're good. We don't have a lot to pick from. I do kind of want to play this Blitz Leech. But that seems greedy. So we can support it with our 3 black lands. Plus the Evolving Mold. Yeah, we'll try this. And then maybe if it doesn't work out, we'll add this singular black card to it. It just doesn't look right. Alright, here we go. I didn't expect to get a hand like this. But I'll take it. We do have a turn 2, 3, and 4 play. Nobody ever wants to kill the main server, so it's pretty safe. Hey look, I'm already halfway right. Attack me for 2, you won't. Cycle. Did they not get a land? Oh, that seems bad. So we're going to go ahead and Volcapede our main several. They have something to do that they chose not to do. So let's see if it's something that stops us. Probably a fine trade to trade 1 power for 1 toughness. Joke's on you, I'm still attacking. Oh, it loses all abilities too? That's terrible. Yeah. I got better cards to play, it's fine. It's fine. I could just have this giant Cloud Piercer. Let's go ahead and bring him out. Creature. No attacks. Hey, you got Zuki. My cup runneth over with mutate cards. So what are we gonna do? Alright. Can't kill their guys. So we'll just attack in for 4 right now. Yep. I was thinking the same thing, attack and play the gorilla. We're gonna go ahead and give it trample. And then we can't play our mutate guy, but we can throw out this officer. So now we can knock down whatever they mutate onto with the officer and get in for maybe 8 points of damage. We'll also be able to play both of these if we don't. Nice. Well, that's never attacking me, but once. So they get a 4/5 flyer. 5/4 for an extra attacker for the following turn. It's an easy game when your opponent doesn't draw lands. Good one. It's not going to do too much, though. We'll block with that. Okay, so if we tap down their symbiote, they can't play anything, or they can't do anything because they're tapped out. We have 9 power on the field. How can we get 3 more power? I don't know how these two work. I don't know how this enchantment is going to work with the Recluse. This is only going to be 2 more points of power. I hate that card so much. I never get to draft it. Sir. We're just going to be held behind the wall. Neat. Yay, we did it. And we almost did it. Alright, and welcome back. Round number 2 of the draft. We won our first game. It was, I wouldn't say it's close, but it almost slipped out of our grasp when we had an easy start. And it looks like we might also have a really good start for this game. We have all the mana in our deck. We get to go first. We have our turn 1 play that's probably going to be on turn 2. Follow up with Volcapete for the 4/5 attacker on turn 3. And maybe just get lucky enough to play our collector on turn 4. It's hard to think that I started doing this 24 days ago, according to the Twitch activity feed. Doesn't feel like it's already been 3 weeks. look at all these cocoons. Whose is better? Why did it auto pay with the forest so I can play my Brushwagg? That doesn't seem good. I would like this 4/5, please. We are looking as though we can play our turn 4 collector into turn 5 lava serpent. Ew. Ew. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Looks like I'm taking 4. But the Brushwagg. Hey, hey. So if I had started off with the Brushwagg, I could be putting dinosaurs into play now. Man, what a fool am I. And we have the right mana to cast this dinosaur. Deadly Parrot. Yeah, that's what's in my deck. So I think the dolphin says when it attacks, another creature becomes unblockable. Does this guy have haste? He doesn't have haste. Alright. So we have a couple of options here. We can play a Lava Serpent, we can attack. If they want to trade with their Porky Parrot, they can. I'm thinking that they would rather block the Umari, the Collector, with their Porky Parrot. This guy doesn't have reach. Or we could just play this. We just play this 6/6 while they're tapped out, and then just make them deal with it. And all the while not doing anything with our Collector. And I think next turn, depending on how they react, we can mutate onto our Volcapete and get in for probably... So 3/4 is already bigger, it has 2 counters. We're going to get 2 more counters. So it's 7 damage in the air. I think that's right. And, well, if we play the Brushwagg, they'll kill the Brushwagg, which is why I'm not playing it. Otherwise, you know, it has trample. Here's this 6/6. Enjoy. That's 8. What? Can it not hit players? It can hit players. I like your style. I too am a fan of the cocoons. It's a shame that they don't come in English booster boxes. Guess I'm just gonna mutate over here on this Volcapete. It didn't even let me attack. Looks like for round 3 we'll be playing against the best invertebrate. The hand looks okay. We can play our 2-drop on 2 and our 4-drop on 4. Unfortunately, well, and we can play our companion, but we can't play Mothra. You notice how Mothra doesn't have anything and works not at all with Mothra's cocoon in any form, other than when it dies. So we just need to draw planes here. That's not what I said. Symbiote. A lot of blue that we're playing against here. Can't really do anything this turn. I wish it wasn't just a bluff. What? Oh yeah, because it's a human. They can't. Go ahead and play the gorilla out with Menace. I'm sure they're going to have creatures to block it with, but at least this way they have to, with two of them. So it makes me discard a card. I don't need either of these lands, so plenty of red sources, plenty of green sources. Found some more. As expected. Another forest for the almighty Brushwagg if we draw it. I'm just hoping they don't play that stupid Kraken that they can cast this turn. It will make me lose the game. They didn't have it. Yes. Seems like a risky attack here. I don't know if we want to attack here or not. If we attack with our gorilla, they have to block it with two creatures, which means they're going to throw the 3/3 in front of it, and they're naturalist. I'm only going to get to kill one. If I wait till I get Mothra in play, then it's like a free attack. Decisions. The longer we wait, the more mutate cards they have, the worse it gets for us. Boo. You still have to block it. Wait, what? I thought it had Menace. Oh, it loses the counters. That's why that black card's pretty good. We are not looking too good here. We didn't play a land that turn, just in case they mutate their Whisperer again. Seems bad. What am I supposed to do here? I'm getting destroyed. By the way, here's these two 5/2s. See what happens. I I agree. I think we're also dead. Mothra might have done something maybe 2 turns ago. I mean, if they can't remove it when I play it, I get to block everything they attack with. I'll still take like 5. But that also requires me to draw it. Let's see how big our cocoon can get. I think it's going to be a 5-6, and I'm going to gain a life. Yay, I gained a life. At least they did it right. So they could, if they had killed it in response, I still would have got the gold keep. And then had they not let the triggers, had they let the triggers resolve, it wouldn't have killed it. I'm certainly blocking with the symbiote. Okay. Damn you, jellyfish. It's a better block here. Taking 10. Do we have a third flash blitz leech on our grid? Close enough. All you gotta do is play a 1-1. Okay. Is it for every time? You don't have trample. What are you gonna do? Play the 6/6. I block 2 creatures. I take 5. Good game, opponent. Yeah, makes me wish I was kind of playing the leech also, but they get to play removal spells with theirs. We're back with round 3 of our draft. We're now 2-1. I feel like it's round 3. Last game we kept a pretty decent hand, but our mana didn't pay off playing for 3 colors, so we didn't get to play one of our bombs. This game it looks like we have all the mana fixing we could want. Double red, double green, and only 1 white, but nothing to do early on. So I'm going to keep it. Even if I don't get to mutate, at least I will have lands. We may even cycle this Lava Serpent, because who needs a 5/5 next? I'm betting there's 3 of these in their deck. I'm saying that now. There's at least 1. Fantastic. Oh, they're gonna attack. I'm not sure if I want to cycle this guy or not. I feel like I'm in a rush to do it. I think I'm just gonna hold on to it after I play my collector. There we go. Turn late. That's pretty good against the Whisper Squad. So I wonder if this is a humans list. What? Let's see what they pick. It's probably going to change what we play next turn. I want it back. Ooh, baby. Oh. I'm not mutating this turn. I'm gonna play our collector. There's number 3. I feel like I got punished and I didn't do anything wrong. Now I can. I don't know if the right play here is to put 2 bodies on the field or just have 1. I'm thinking having multiple creatures is probably going to be better in the long run. And keep chipping away. Oh wait, this has an ability. There it... I didn't know it had an ability, and that card's cheating. There's a 4th. Double up. Probably not. So, jeez. So mutates 4 here and 4 here. I think we just go ahead and mutate onto the 1/4 with the points. Hopefully we won't get punished next turn if they play. Hopefully they won't play a buff effect and then just attack us for 10. This is a pretty good swing for our deck. They're down to 2 cards. We're kind of down to 2 cards. I know there's 3 in hand, but one of these isn't really a card. Just the 1? Fair enough. Cocoon. Alright, so what is black and white and has flash? They've already played that one in common. To have another one of these would be ridiculous. Also, we can just play the Lava Serpent and attack for 15. I like that idea. So, we'll do it. I must have as many Cloud Piercers as they have Whisper Squads. Pretty good. This is a 2/3, so this is going to be a 5/6 when I mutate with it on my turn if it still lives. So I'll affect. I was going to say I'll be attacking with 20 power, which is pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this game. Makes it a 6/7. It also has mutate your opponent concedes the game. And welcome back to round 4 of our draft today. We are 3-1 with our Naya colored mutate deck. And here is Mothra, the card that I will never get to cast because it requires a plains. Well, more than 1 plains to do. We don't really have anything that we can do early on. We can't go ahead and play this Recluse into the Great Horn for mutate. And that'll actually put us pretty... I feel like that put us pretty far ahead. We'll be able to play Mothra as soon as we do that, basically. Sorry for the ramblings. Kind of got excited about our future plays here. Umari be damned. I would rather play Rampant Growth. Let's not give away what we're doing quite yet. There's 3 colors to this deck. Reveal any number of creatures from among them and put them into your hand. Does that lead to Stampede? Hey, it is. Neat. Oh, look at this guy. Man. It's also a non-human. Which one of these is better to mutate? Well, I'm pretty sure the Glowstone Recluse is better to mutate onto. This way we get to attack for 5 and Rampant Growth for a second white source so we can play Mothra. I don't know what our opponent's going to do, but we are looking pretty good. Man, if only. If only. There we go. Luckily they don't have a creature yet, so they can't use the 1 white mana removal spell. I guess it doesn't matter. So what are the plays here? We can play our Symbiote for 2, and then we can mutate Cloudpiercer onto it to discard a card and draw a card. That doesn't seem very good. They did use their removal spell on our Great Horn. It might leave open Quartzwood Crasher to not have any roadblocks outside of this 1/1. Or we could, of course, play the Collector. And then play our Orphan Guard. Feels like a next turn play. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Crasher this turn. And if we draw a land, I will play Umari and then play Mothra. I'm pretty sure if they don't answer this card, we're not going to lose the game. Like in 1 turn. This is going to put, what, a 5/5 in play? That's not good enough. Man, this deck is sweet. Man. All the temptation. So 2 for the Symbiote, 1 for the Cocoon, and that just leaves us 1 off from being able to Cloudpiercer onto it. Let's see what they have. Come on, big damage. Come on, 6/6. I could use more. Luckily, our pseudo pump spell That's pretty good. Alright, well, let's show them this. Let's see if we get a concession. Not gonna be enough. Well, that worked out just fine. That's pretty good. Alright, and welcome back for round 5 of our draft. I think it's round 5, I lose track. But right now we're 4-1 with our Naya Mutate deck. It's worked out pretty well some of the games. They haven't been close for the ones that we won. Well, maybe. But so we're going to keep this hand. We do have a turn 2 play. And we can play one of our tap lands first. And hopefully we will draw a 4th land and it will be white. If not, we may still be okay. That's a good one. Death Touch has to be. Drew a 2nd land. So it looks like we're taking turn 3 off unless we draw planes off the top. Ooh boy, this is going to get bad. Yeah, this is bad. No reason to attack. Now if they attack us, we're just going to block. They can put another counter on it, but once it gets out of this 2 range, I'd rather just get this. We may just be dead. It's pretty good. It's less good. I would like a 6/5, please. Seems about right. Oh, it has lifelink. This is a losing race. You know it's never good when they tap their mana. Oh man. I am screwed. This is just terrible. Like, and I can't even double block this now because I have this demon that gives them super menace. I am also going to be dead just like the chat. They can hit me for 8 and go up to 22. I can swing back for 10. So if I can put 12 damage on the board of unblockable damage, unspeed bumped, we have this game. The likelihood of that is 0. What? Oh, hold. Well, we didn't do the thing, and they did. Welcome back to round 6 of our draft. We're playing Naya Mutate, and by Naya I mean red, green, and sometimes there's a plains. It looks like we have a pretty good hand. We're going to need at least one more untapped land by turn 3 to really get going. If we can play our Great Horn onto our Cocoon, fantastic. And I think we'll be off to the races. We'll get some red mana. That way we can play our Gorilla and our Crasher. Seems like just a really good hand. Let's see if it pays off. I think with 2 of these in my deck, the whole stream, the whole recording, I may have mutated onto it twice. Alright, we're really going to need a land. Got him. Turn 3, 5, 6 would be phenomenal right now. Man, so close. Not you. They can have the black flash human. So we're not just gonna throw our cocoon out to be dead. That was the turn. That's the turn we needed to completely take over the game. I have no doubt. Just like this enchantment has the ability to take over the game. Odds I draw the Triumph? Ooh. The planes. Okay, so it's clearly gonna be a mutate guy on turn mutate guy. And our Quartz Crasher is double red, so let's go ahead and get that out. And go ahead and send them attacking. I really do like the way the set is made, where you can basically play all humans or all non-humans with the mutate mechanic, and the fact that humans have so many extra pop-up effects in their deck, or the cards that you can draft, even the commons. I've had 5 of the 3/2. Whenever it attacks, all your other humans get +1/+0. It didn't work well for me, but I've been on the receiving end of it, and it was just brutal. Kind of like how this is going to be. I am not too worried about this game since they stumbled on lands. Kind of like what we did. Oh, cool. They have 2. Or they're just teasing us. Oh boy. This is not good for them. At all. Session. To battle. Agreed. Another close one in the bag. Alright, and welcome back to, I think, round 8, according to the win record. We are 5-2 with our sort of Naya mutate deck, and we get to go first this game. So they have Lutri, the Spell Chaser, which is a companion that I have not yet seen, but I'm pretty sure it's the blue-red otter. Our hand does not look good at all. We do have a couple of turn 1 plays and a turn 2 play, but it's really going to depend on what we draw. We do have some of the synergy with the Brushwagg and a Crasher, but that is, what, 6 lands away. I think I'm going to keep it though. I like to play games risky. Or not. I like to be risky when I play some of these games. As long as I get to play Magic, we're all going to have fun. The almighty Brushwagg to battle. Auto concession right there. So it is the otter. Each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. That's pretty good. Good draft. When it enters the battlefield, copy an instant or... Okay, so it just has flash. Let's go ahead and play our symbiote. Even though I don't think we're going to be able to draw anything. And mutate it, since all the mutate in this deck is 3 or less, or 3 or more. Man, what a land to draw. Attack my almighty Brushwagg. All the damages. So now we can play our collector if we draw 1 land, because this adds black. I think we can play anything in our deck now with the lands that we have outside of Mothra. And no, just Mothra. that costs double blue. Can't cast that yet. Poor Almighty. He died for our sins. So we have a really good follow-up turn here if they don't have a counter. If they don't have some removal, we'll actually be able to go and get our other planes when we mutate, and I think it's going to be a 5-6, 6-7 if everything resolves. So we're going to get in for 8 damage, taking half their life out. They cycled the counter spell. Ooh, that feels good. That feels really good. So like I said, we don't have any fear about playing our double green companion. The only thing we want to make sure is that we can cast our Quartzwood Crasher, which is 5, 1 green and 2 red, which we have. And the planes will... Oh, it's only a 5-6. It's close. Alright, let's see what our opponent has for us. I'm feeling good, but this can change with a common Tacker creature card. That cat's flying. I have not seen this token yet. That's amazing. Oh, that's so cool. So we can mutate our Great Horn and go get another land. Make it really big, but it won't be able to trample. Or we can go ahead and throw Volcapede onto the Symbiote, making it a 4/5 flyer, and we can attack for 9 in the air. So they're going to have to block regardless. That might be the best call. I think we get more damage in that way overall. We just don't get to progress our board state any. I just think keeping them at a lower life total is going to be more beneficial for cards that have trample. So this means that we're not going to get attacked. They're going to hold off. They're going to make a token to block with again. And if that's the case, then we're fine because we get another free turn of playing Magic. Oh no! That's pretty good. Man, do I feel like a dumb. Well, if I had put on that one, they'd been really big, and they would have blocked it infinitely with 4 mana. So, maybe this is the better play? What we did? Because if we mutate onto this, they have to block her. Mothra. A turn too late. 1 turn too late from just obliterating our opponent. So you don't fly. So we're going to go ahead to attack, and then we're going to follow up with Mothra just to see what happens. Alright, we got them to 1. They have 2 blockers in the air, and we don't have trample. But we also have an almost endless supply of creatures to play. Oh, come on. Frostlinks? Really? I don't know if I would have done that and left myself with 1 flying blocker. And it, okay, so they have 3 mana open, right? But if I mutate onto Mothra, I can tap it and deal 1 damage to them. And I think the counter spells in this are double blue. I think we're going to try to porcupine them to death. Come on. I know he wants it. I know they want it. Oh, Essence Scatter. Oh man, that was going to be great. Why couldn't they let me just porcupine to death? Why even put up the fight? Just let it happen. Awesome, so we hit gold rank while playing this draft. Neat. Alright, and welcome back to round number, I guess 9. We're 6 wins in and 2 losses, and we've almost finished the whole ladder. So, we get to go first again. We actually have a turn 2 play and a turn 3 play, but we're going to have to choose between playing our Rugged Highlands or our Evolving Wilds on turn 1. And I think how it's looking is that we're just going to go ahead and pop the Wilds. Get one less card in our deck, one less land to draw. That way we can still go 1, 2, 3. Are we going to get any help from our opponent? Or are they going to go down? I guess they mulliganed once. I don't really pay much attention to it. Normally they've already picked before I've even accepted. So, Evolving Wilds and pass. We'll go ahead and give away that we're playing a non-green color with our Evolving Wilds. Step 1, get one plane so we can play Mothra later on. Our only hope is that the symbiote doesn't die to another 3 damage spell. Feels good. I guess we're still gonna go for the... We could go for the double white if we get to resolve this mutate. Which lets us play the 1 card in our deck that we need it for. But if we do go and get a red, that means next turn we can play our 6/6 Trampler with Althus coming to play tapped ability. So I think aggro might be the way to go here. Please, please don't kill this. I need this. That's the exact card that I said they didn't need to have. Well, at least we have a 3/4 now. Which it was on the cheap. We might not get to mutate onto it. But won't stop us from doing it later. Haha! The Brushwagg coming in. I'm a little concerned about attacking with this. They might have the pump spell that gives it +3/+0 and first strike. I don't have any more mutate cards in my hand, so maybe getting it out of their hand now and letting me know what's going on will be the best course of action to figure out which land I want to play this turn. So if we play our forest, we can play the collector, or we can play the gorilla and give it trample, which means next turn we won't be able to play the crasher if we play the gorilla. If we play Umari, the collector, we most certainly still can't play it because it costs double red. I think I'm just going to have to get over it. Hey, but we could still draw Mountain. I like the way our odds are looking for this, but limited changes really quick. if they have white in their deck. Which one do they pick? Wow, they just grabbed it that cuts the cycle. Okay, so we didn't get a red mana. Most certainly we should attack first. I gave the gorilla trample instead of menace because of our crasher in hand. In case we drew the red sword. I don't know if this is going to... I doubt this will cause a concession. Unfortunately, it is not me playing the almighty Brushwagg, following it up with a crasher and making a 1/1 dinosaur. Which would be pretty good. It does have white, or they have white. I gotta stop saying that. Let's just use they. Because who knows who I'm playing against. Ooh, that's a good one. It may be a little too late, though. It's going to be really good for them on this turn. All attacks. No fear. Yeah, you're gonna at least double block, right? The Brushwagg. No chance are they living long enough to let me attack them and put a 1/1 dinosaur into play. No chance. Probably blocking my 4/3 that turn instead was the right call, considering what's in play. So one of my guys is certainly dead if I attack. Ooh, that seems bad for them. Seems real bad. The Brushwagg. Threatening lethal. Well, maybe not lethal, but pretty close. Alright, so we need to pump this guy. I would like a dinosaur, please. Turns out it's a 5/5. Alright, I think we may have this one. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so it makes the dinosaur as big as the total amount of damage dealt. So it's not multiple triggers, I thought it was, even though I ran it out earlier. So that's pretty good. Some pretty fun games. A couple of them were maybe balanced. The first couple that we played tonight were. But overall, I am pretty confident with all the picks that I made. Probably could have picked maybe 1 or 2 cards better, but everything worked out in the end. So, if you watched this far, thanks for joining us on the stream. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. That way you can see the next time I post a video, which clearly I should be doing draft videos because it's really fun. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good day.